Hello community, as much as we all may love Hitman, there is no denying that there are some things that tend to get under our skin. From mild annoyance to a flat out rage quit, there are some parts of the game that we'd really like to get around, and today I'm gonna rank them. 5 things every Hitman player hates. Number 5, getting caught by a camera. There is no such feeling as when you have just went through a perfectly executed level, you've taken down all of your targets, and as you make your way to the exit you see that notification on the left corner of your screen, making you just want to hit Alt F4 and forget all about it. I mean, sure, on some maps you can take care of the evidence, it isn't that difficult, but other places like Marrakesh and especially Bangkok, you might as well just kiss your run goodbye, it's over at that point. Getting rid of the evidence is so ridiculously difficult that there you might as well not even bother. It's one of those things that's just general gameplay, but it definitely can be extremely annoying to deal with. Number 4, escalations. In this particular case, it's not so much that all escalations are bad, but that much like the Batmobile in Arkham Knight, they are so freaking overused. Every piece of content in recent memory has been an escalation. There is a total of 28 escalations on Hitman 2 maps alone. There is 15 in Hitman 1 maps, but they are so much worse because most of the time they go all the way to level 5 instead of ending on 3. And so many of these escalations require you to do the same thing over and over and over again, level after level. It gets so mind-numbingly repetitive. And when you add to the fact that you can't make any saves, some of the more difficult escalations can become a flat-out nightmare to complete. And yes, there are some good ones, but there are just too many bad ones, especially recently with the 7 Deadly Sins. Rat and Slot in particular were some of the absolute worst escalations created in Hitman history. They were abysmal, with ridiculous limitations in the Slot one and a never-ending chore in the Rat one. Escalations that were actively unfun to play, that made the overall experience overwhelmingly negative. I have 100% completion of the game, I've done every escalation there is to do, and as soon as I'm done, I pretty much never go back to play it again, and I'm sure neither have you. Number 3, useless items. I get it, not every single item is going to be optimal, not every weapon and tool can be meta. However, hold on a bloody minute, a distraction that is destroyed after a single use, a melee item that is destroyed after a single use, 52 explosives in which almost every single one of them is bound to lose you Silent Assassin, and I haven't even gotten to all of the SMGs and assault rifles. Most of your inventory is overwhelmed by complete and utter garbage. Stuff that you will never use, let alone need. I get some people may like rifles and think they look cool, but this isn't Call of Duty, nor Counter-Strike, it's Hitman. Weapons tend to be difficult to handle and shoot most of the time and run out of ammo almost instantly. It's a stealth game, and adding all of these assault rifles, most of them reskins, won't change that for the better. They keep giving us more explosives, more assault rifles, and more unsilenced pistols as of late, and I really don't understand why. And that's without even talking about some of the ridiculous costumes they've been giving us of late. Looking like most of these suits came straight out of Fortnite. I'm surprised they haven't given us the backpack kit dance yet. Number 2, removing modes. Now, something worthwhile mentioning is that the sniper maps we were given in Hitman 2 are still available in Hitman 3, however the big thing that is yet to come back after so many years at this point is Ghost Mode. The funniest thing is that the press release they put out, which states, and I quote, "We have learned a hell of a lot from Ghost Mode over the last 2 years, and we'll be taking all of those learnings on board for what we do in the future with regards to multiplayer." Do you wanna know what they learned? Nothing. They learned nothing. All they learned is that they cannot be bothered to do multiplayer in a game that forces you to be online at all times. You can't make this shit up. The one good thing, and no, the only good thing that came out of this always need to be online bullshit, was Ghost Mode. It was the only plus of having to be online at all times. And now, they sacked it with no explanation given or any replacement. And the worst part is, that's the way IU has always done business. Back in the Absolution days, they promised they were gonna keep those servers online and then released another press release saying they couldn't do that. And the absolute worst part about all this is the Hitman trilogy will suffer the exact same fate as well, It's only a matter of time before they go, sorry, we couldn't manage so many things at once, so we're shutting it down. I'm sure it's a couple of years away at least before it happens, but make no mistake about it, it's not a matter of if it's going to happen, it's a matter of when it's going to happen. Number 1. Losing Silent Assassin for no reason at all. Accidental knockouts on targets loses you Silent Assassin. From the banana to the rake and sedative poison, all of them lose you Silent Assassin, and it makes absolutely no sense at all. It is extremely frustrating as you're not allowed to play the game in the most fun way, which is setting up traps and experimenting. It's so fucking annoying that this problem has been in the game since the beginning of Hitman 3 and it's never been fixed up to this point. It's a total slap in the face of anyone who wants to be creative and try something new, something out of the ordinary. If you don't play the game the way IO wants you to play it, then you can't play it at all, not with Silent Assassin at least, which really grinds my gears and kills a lot of my passion and creativity at times. I'm sure there's other things that may get under people's skin, but for this list I chose the biggest offenders, at least in my opinion. You can also let me know which ones are yours in the comments below, and until next time, like and subscribe if you enjoyed, thank you very much for watching and have a happy new year.